Nothing about you is typical. Nothing about you's predictable. You got me all twisted and confused. It's so nothing about you is typical. Nothing about you's predictable.
Hey ladies, so I'm back and this is going to be my foundation tutorial. I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to get it up. This has been requested quite often. So right now I don't have any makeup on my face. I actually did fill in my eyebrows, so but I've already done a tutorial on that. So this is me without makeup. Excuse the horror. But I'm going to show you guys how I apply my foundation, and it recently changed, so I'm going to show you the updated. So the first thing you want to make sure is that you start off with a clean face, moisturized, as well as protected with SPF. I usually use 25, but it's best if you probably get something a little bit higher. So this is my skin moisturized, clean, and exfoliated everything. I have a scar right here, which is from popping a pimple that I recently had. So if you have a pimple and you're tempted to pop it, do not, because it will leave a mark. I prime my face, and I prime my face with Makeup Forever All Matte Primer, and this is just good for people with oily skin, especially now that the summer is here. It's really good to have a primer just to make sure that your foundation lasts all day. So this is the one that I use. Again, that's Makeup Forever All Matte Foundation Primer. I applied that already, and I usually let that sit in probably like 10 to 15 minutes just so it can soak into my skin and everything. And the two foundations that I'm using today are Revlon Photo Ready, and this one is in Rich Ginger. So that one, and I'm also using Revlon Colorstay, and this one is in number 400 Caramel. So these two aren't even like the same formulation, but mixed together they're really, really good. So I love these two together. So I'm just gonna use the back of my hand. You could use a palette, a CD, if you have anything like stainless steel, something, anything like that you can use. So I just use one pump on the back of my hand, like so. About that much. So I just mix it on the back of my hand like so. And my favorite brush to apply foundation used to be the 109. I used to love this brush, and one day it was dirty and I just used my fingers, and I love using my fingers. It warms up the foundation. It makes it just look 10 times more natural. So just have a little streak on, and I just use my fingers. Make sure that your fingers are clean before you're doing this, because you will get breakouts. So I just apply it, take off my earring, in patting motion, and I just rub it in. And that's all I do. I rub it in circular motions, and I usually just go from cheek to cheek, each side. And I love applying it this way. I just feel like it gives better coverage. It kind of melts into your skin a little bit better. I just think it looks better too. So you don't have to buy all those expensive brushes. You can utilize your free fingers. And I get on top of my eyebrow, my eyelid as well, just to make sure that all of my foundation blends in. And I kind of go over any marks, because you can layer this foundation. Well, both of these foundations actually. So I kind of just go over whatever spots I feel need a little bit more coverage. And just take your time and blend it in. Don't rush. Because the more blended and the more time you kind of take blending it out and making it really sink into your own natural skin,
I like that.
It looks better.
You ain't going nowhere.
What?
You ain't going nowhere.
I'm recording.
Right now?
Yes.
Oh.
Get out of
You're not gonna put me in the shot? Oh, Mike Johnson?
You'll be in my bloopers. Okay, so once we have that, see how much foundation I have left? So you don't even need a lot for it to look good. So that's what I like. And make sure you wipe that off your hand because you don't want it getting on your clothes. And to set my foundation, I just use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish. And this one is in dark. It's a bit orangey for me, but it works. And to apply it, I just use my Sonia Kashuk Kabuki brush. So I just tap it. And I don't get a lot on my brush. I coat it evenly, about that much, around the whole brush. Tap off any excess. And I just buff it into my skin. And again, I don't get a lot. Tap off the excess and buff it in. My forehead. I don't put a lot on my forehead. Use my concealer to touch up any other little areas that I want to conceal. And it's really just this dark pimple that I have, so I'm just gonna dab that on and cover it up. And the concealer that I'm using is Flawless Skin Concealer by Perscriptives. They don't even sell this anymore. I'm so upset. So I just pat it in my skin and on any other little marks that I may have. You can't really see it on camera, but it's a couple there. My eyes, I just use my NC45 Studio Fix powder, and I just use a little spongy applicator that's in the back, and I put that underneath my eyes just to brighten them up a bit. And that's it, ladies. That's how I do my foundation application. It's really simple. I don't think you need a whole bunch of steps to make your foundation look good. The color is kind of turning, but if I come up close, you really can't tell that I have on foundation. I don't really like to pile it on. All you need is a little bit, just enough, you know, to cover your skin. So I hope that this tutorial was helpful to you, ladies, and just remember, when applying your foundation, less is more. I think the less that you use, and kind of just don't use it to mask your face, use the foundation just to cover up any imperfections that you might have. The more that you cake on, it kind of looks like a mask and it doesn't look natural. So that's my best advice that I can give you for your foundation routine. I know that yours is probably not going to be the same as mine, but this is just how I apply it. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.